and we have an all the way live agenda. Okay, so first of all, we use these Fridays to be educational, instructional, and entrepreneurial content. Last week, I want to jump back on, let everybody know we our goal was to think with the end in mind, and we wanted to have a CPM, a critical path method. Thinking with the end in mind, doing things by design, visualizing and seeing it and bringing it to fruition. The word last week was capital, and pretty much that's meaning capital often refers to money, but it also relates to anything that's like an asset as a part of your business, a car, a building, equipment, land, things of that nature. Today's word of the day is going to be bootstrapping. Okay, using your own money to finance your your startup business, especially when you're investing in yourself. When you hear the term pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. So let's get started this morning. And some concepts that I want to share with you all. It's 5 types of commerce models. You have BTC, business to consumer. You also have B2B, business to business. You also have C2B, consumer to business, C2C, customer to customer, and I also want to share one with you, B2G, business to government. These are the different forms and ways to do business, different angles, customer to business, business to business, business to government. So as we embark on our entrepreneurial journey, as we're bootstrapping, I want you to think of the vast ways to do business, business with government, business to consumer, business to business. Definitely be dimensional in your business. Okay, so get excited. I want everybody to take note that we have some great news. Next Friday, you all are invited as we join Chairman Nathan Fletcher raise the Juneteenth flag at the county administration building. Yes, if you're listening to this and you're a young Black in the business member, I would like to invite you. More details are on the way, but we're going to hoist the Juneteenth flag at the county administration building next Friday. And I would like you all to join the chair, Nathan Fletcher, and our Young Black in Business Network as we document this historical day. We're going to have Ray Guy Skills is going to film it. You're going to be in our marketing and our promo and our manuscript. So all members, you're definitely invited as we hoist the Juneteenth flag at the county administration building. It's getting bigger and it's getting better. I also want to just remind you that we have a construction expo coming up as well. You'll get further details about that. At this time, I want to just, if I haven't already, introduce myself as the president and CEO of Young Black in the Business, just so we're all on the same page, because communication is the key to the combination. Young is a state of mind, so we have members of all ages of our eclectic meritocracy. That's just a word, a big word of saying network. The color Black encompasses and absorbs all the colors in the spectrum. So yes, we are diverse. We have different hues. We have different shades. We're all inclusive here. And the definition of business, as we define here, as providing a solution for a problem that makes a profit. That's the sequence of business. A lot of individuals have all the numbers together. However, when you get the sequence together, you're able to unlock and open sesame your destiny, your business, your goals. So I also want to add that as well, putting your business in the right sequence. So with no further more, our sequence is going to start off with our Chief Marketing Officer, Brittany Miller. Ms. Miller.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for that wonderful kickoff on this Fortune 500 Friday. So every Fortune 500 Friday, I give you a concept, or just try to expand on a thought provided by Roosevelt. Today, I really want to talk about knowing who your customer is. And I think being between small businesses and nonprofits, this is the key customer. It's the same between both. The customer is who pays you. So even if you're a nonprofit organization, you still want to apply the same principle to identifying and relating to who your customer is, which in this case might be your funders or your donors, but it is absolutely whoever is putting cash in this account. So even on the nonprofit side, understanding what do they want? What I've been able to see is that the grant is really the exchange. It's the proof of the exchange between parties that Something is going to be given and then something is going to be returned. But before you get to that exchange, before you get to that grant, you still have to take a look at what is it that this funder or this donor actually wants from you, and kind of do a deep dive discovery into what are their needs before you get to the grant. What type of organization are they looking for? What type of capacity do you need to have? Really discover what they want and take a for-profit approach to understanding what your customer needs. So again, building trust, understanding your customer, and then getting to the close of that deal. So that's my sales thought for today on this Fortune 500 Friday. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to Roosevelt.
Thank you, Ms. Miller. I took copious notes on that, and I hope you all did as well. We're going to have an update from our Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Daniel Horton. Mr. Horton.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I wanted to share a couple of data points with you. First, I did a historical analysis based on our seasonal historical data. And so basically the graph shows a positive upward trend. And of course, this is evident by the values that are demonstrated from the first quarter, things such as 987, 1474, 97, and the peaks that we had back in 2021 were around 1474, 46, 63, and 873. What I'm seeing for their future here for 2022 is definitely a positive trend. And these trends are based on how we performed every quarter from last year to year to date. And so with upcoming events like the BizCom, which this year will be virtual, next year in person, and our year-end gala, as well as the other events that we have in between, then I'm definitely confident in the higher forecast numbers for 2022 based on this seasonal historical data. And at the next meeting, I'll go through some of our membership numbers, and so that you all can get a picture of just how Young Black in Business is expanding as a network, so that we can increase that network, so to speak, as Mr. Roosevelt always says, so that you can see the value in your membership here with Young Black in Business. And also, as we transition into our new accounting and membership renewal processes, I think that will further substantiate the confidence in the positive upward trend that I'm seeing for the remainder of this year. Back to you, Roosevelt.
Thank you, Mr. Horton. Thank you. Okay, everyone. Now we'll go to Jacqueline LaQuindinem. She's a realtor at Porchlight Realty and a San Diego Urban League affiliate. Miss Jacqueline.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. If you woke up today, you're already blessed. I wanted to give an update for the Black Homebuyer Grant, as well as this party that I'm going to be doing on June 18th. It's the summer kickoff. We are in partnership with NARAB, and we will be doing a summer kickoff celebrating June, which is Homeownership Month. It's going to be a great party to bring together the realtors, the lenders, first-time homebuyers, and anyone that want to take advantage of or even curious about Urban League housing, financial capabilities, counseling services. This is the event for you. So we're going to actually be having program updates, as well as the actual lenders for the Black Homebuyer Grant on site. So if you're listening on the call and you want to even be curious about the Black Homebuyer Grant, to date, we've had 24 closed and pending families get homes through this program. We do have enough for more, and we have over $8 million in sales volume. So we're definitely celebrating you. So we're celebrating everyone that has, and then I have a question here, only first-time homebuyers? No. So this is also a really big networking event. So if you're a listing agent, you're a buyer's agent, you're a lender, you're any industry practitioner, please come on site, because this is an event for the community. So I hope you guys make it. It's June 18th at the Lemon Grove Community Center, 3145 School Lane. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you very much. And it's going to be catered by Bowlegged Barbecue, if I'm saying it correctly. So it's going to be the Kool-Aid, it's going to be the barbecue, but it's going to be some some soul given out as well, and some instructional information about home ownership during a home ownership month. Is the month of June. So with no further more, we want to start on time, and we definitely want to end on time. So I'm going to present our next our guest speaker, for this Fortune 500 Friday, June 10th, is Lavada, England. She's a specialist in serving individuals through educating, encouraging, and empowering them one day at a time. So Empress, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, blessings. You have the floor. It's all about you. Thank you.
Great morning. Great morning. First of all, I want to just say thank you to Young Black in the Business for always being supportive. Many people say they support. However, Roosevelt being the head actually shows his support. And so I definitely thank you. And I also want to send a shout out and thank you to those that are working with HOFRCC, my team members. And, it's different when you're not taking the walk alone. It's different. So thank you. And without holding everything up, my name is Lavada, England. I am the CEO and founder of House of Restoration Community Connections, HRCC, and also the inspirational insight speaker on One Community Network. However, today we're going to go over House of Restoration Community Connections. And Miss Brittany, can you take me to the next slide, please? Who is House of Restoration Community Connections? Well, a little bit about why I founded it. I was a teenage mom, grew up right here in the southern eastern part of San Diego. I love my mom dearly. However, she was a drug addict for many years. I became a functional alcoholic. And I noticed that there were not any one-stop shops that I knew of. I'll say that I knew of in our neighborhood. And oftentimes as a single parent, you need support. You need somebody to back you up when you say no. You need someone just to have a listening ear when you're going through some tough situations, especially when your children get to teenage years or even when they're little and they just don't want to listen. So we are that support. Our history is that we were founded in 2011. With the goal of assisting young pregnant mothers and experienced mothers who need support while raising their children through education, encouragement, and empowerment. And in the middle there, you'll see that there's a little quote, "They may never understand." And they are the people that surround us. Because oftentimes when you are called to do something, your movements are very different. Your purpose and destiny is already paved. And so with that being said, Ms. Brittany, can you please take us to the next slide? Our mission statement here at House of Restoration is that we are a grassroots nonprofit organization that unselfishly mentors women and their children through enhancing their personal skills, enlarging their business opportunities, and engaging them with professional platforms that will enrich their lives to help stomp out childhood poverty. What does that look like? We get many women with different backgrounds from different sides of what we could say the track. Some have two-parent households. Some were brought up in one single-parent households. Some was brought up by their grandmothers, and I had been in Southeast for a very long time. Just recently took a trip to the Old Globe Theater. Took the women, took the children down there, and we did a field trip to the Old Globe Theater. I've been in San Diego since I was 3. I'm in my 40s right now, and I had never been inside of the Old Globe Theater. When you mention that, sometimes our mindset says that's for the white people. I'm just gonna say that sometimes our minds go there. However, being able to take these women to something as simple as that, it's right in Balboa Park. It's getting them outside of their normal box. What does that look like? What does it look like taking them to a young Black and in business event, a gala where it's dressed up, you got on your nice, what does that look like for them? How much of a perspective can change them when we're engaging into professional platforms and in introducing them to business professionals in a field that they want to go in. Ms. Miller, please, next slide. As you'll see, our next slide are some of our workshops. And our workshops are strictly to boost up someone's self-esteem. That's it. Oftentimes, again, showing someone, because many of us are visual learners, we can hear stuff because hopefully we're retaining it. But every once in a while, someone needs to show me what change looks like. Don't just tell me I need to change. Show me. So especially during COVID, believe it or not, we were able to take these women and some of the children to different places, do some photo shoots, invited in some professional makeup artists. Queen Mother Blakely, the first time she came out, she came over and spoke to the women and some of the children. As you see, we have one of the dads sitting back in the back. He actually co-parents, but he's a single parent as well. So oftentimes his daughter comes through with us. We have the women up in the corner, the young ladies up in the corner in the doctor uniforms, showing them that you can be something. And then the sewing workshops. A lot of people might say, well, don't nobody sew. Well, there's a lot of individuals that still want to be designers, and that has to start somewhere. Even if we're just teaching them basic skills of sewing and bridging that gap, because I just fundamentally believe that I have to always keep wisdom around me. And that usually comes from an older person that has had some experiences that can just navigate me and direct me into a different mindset. So a lot of times we have the women, and then some of the children want to participate and remain committed, remain focused, remain positive. Again, just something inspirational. On one of my platforms, I go by Veda J Inspire, and that J stands for just. Veda Just Inspire. It's important to have inspiration all around us. One of the other workshops that we have been able to do recently is go to a middle school. I do a self-esteem workshop, and then I have some business partners that come in, and then we do a mind to print workshop where these individuals, these young ladies, they're able to come up with in their mind, what does culture look like to you? They download a photo, or they create a photo. My business partners then put it on paper, and then they put it onto a piece of fabric. They also are required to do a vision board with it. So we have them do a vision board. This last Mind to Print self-esteem project, we had the honor of having Dr. Whitehurst Payne come through as one of our judges. We had 5 judges there, just to show that, oftentimes we're in the background, House of Restoration Community Connections, and it's okay. It's okay to be in the background sometimes, because it's really all about doing the work. Ms. Brittany, if we can go to the next slide, please. Our next slide just shows our upcoming workshop. Okay, last year we did digital media and journalism, which was taught by Dr. Cheryl Morrow. Her dad is the oldest entrepreneur, or one of the oldest entrepreneurs here in San Diego County, Dr. Willie Morrow, who are the owners of the Monitor newspaper. However, this year we have a gentleman by the name of Mr. G coming in. He's going to be teaching digital arts and business. This is for the youth. Oftentimes when I was getting my things done for my nonprofit, I was going over to Kearney Mesa, to the digital media design that they had over in Kearney Mesa, because this opportunity really isn't offered over in the southern eastern part of San Diego. Why is it that our children are not offered these things? And so we bring these things to them. We are located right in Lemon Grove, California, right by a bus stop. The women, catch the bus, get off right at the Chevron, and walk right next door into the building. It's secure. They have to have a pass code to get in, or they have to buzz up. But this workshop will begin June 18th, and it goes to July 30th. It's only on Saturdays from 10 to 1. If you want to know more about it, you can go to www.hrcconnect.org and look at our website and look at what we're doing in the community. Ms. Brittany, with that being said, next slide, please. In July, we have our humanitarian project. So during COVID, our children experience a lot of maybe depression or mood swings, or they don't know how to work in isolation. Shoot, we don't know how to work in isolation sometimes as adults, but our children really had a hard time during COVID. And my 16-year-old, I am the proud mom of 4 beautiful queens. This year they will be 30, 27, 19, and 17. However, I noticed my 16-year-old was like really slumming down into a depression, and someone brought an opportunity to me. It was something that she wanted to do and she's been wanting to do, which was bless children in a whole nother country. For whatever reason, God placed it up on her heart as a little girl, like in elementary school. So when this was brought to us, I brought it to her, said, hey, would you like to help children over in Nigeria? She says, yes. Those pictures that you see there are the projects that we've completed. It says Destiny and House of Restoration Community Connection. We were able to provide the water. We were able to provide some uniforms. We sent some backpacks over. Of course, $1 goes a long way in Nigeria, very different than San Diego, than the States. And if you want to read more, we'll be updating our website with this information. But if you want to participate in July, when we begin to bless these individuals with more water, with more uniforms, with more things that can help their students, then please reach out to us. Again, that website is www.hrcconnect.org and fill in the form, okay? You guys, Miss Brittany, Miss Miller, please next slide. And the end is just never give up. Times and seasons get tough, yet never give up. And I speak that sincerely from my heart, from being a mom, raising 4 beautiful women, young ladies. It gets tough. It gets real tough. However, for me, we have to find what works for us. For me, always going to God works for me. That's just where I go. That's my place of peace. And then collaborating with awesome people. Know who's really for you, know who's really on your team. And again, this goes back to this Thinking Young, Black and in Business. I call him, Emperor. And also my big little brother, Roosevelt, for just always including House of Restoration and believing in us enough to plug us in. Thank you guys for your time. If you guys have any questions, you guys can ask or text, or again, just email or get in touch with us. And you can do that at Lavada E at hrcconnect.org. I believe that's my email. Thank you.
Okay, outstanding. Do we happen to have any questions in the chat? Because we can go over, we can have a 5-minute of Q&A. As we do that, I want to just remind everyone to think with the end in mind, get you a critical path method. Let's do life by design. Let's just not go through it frivolously. Last week, the word of the day was capital. I hope everybody is increasing their assets, increasing their land, increasing their equipment, their bandwidth. Today's word is bootstrapping. Okay, that's picking yourself up by your bootstraps, investing in your startup business, investing in yourself so you can also have that return on investment. We live to give. I want everybody to know that today we spoke about the 5 types of e-commerce business models. So we have B2C, that's business to consumer, B2B, business to business, C2B, consumer to business, C2C, consumer to consumer, and let's not forget about B2G, that's business to government. These are some different angles, different ways of thinking, different ways of identifying problems and providing a solution to make a profit. Let everybody know, if you're a Young Black in the Business member, we do have some great news coming up for next Friday. Be on the lookout. We are sending out text alerts. We want you to all join us on as we kick off Juneteenth. So get excited for some more information that's coming on. We want you to join us and stand with us and be recognized with us as we celebrate Juneteenth. We got that information coming on. We do have a construction expo in July, so be looking out for that as well. We want to thank our illustrious guest speaker, Lavada England. Please reach out to her, look at her information in the chat. I want to give a call to action, if you haven't already, to visit our website, joinybnb.com, for all the latest news, all the latest updates, and what we have going on for our podcast, Knowledge to Currency. And if you remember, we encourage you to present on our platform, share who you are, share what you do, and share how to be contacted. And we do this for economic development. And what's economic development? Economic development is providing economical opportunities to pretty much create wealth, which is in our community, which is a community benefit, like more jobs, investment opportunities, enhancing the prosperity and the quality of life of its residents. And in 3 years, our goal is to have a commercial complex with the parking lot that we can rent out to early emerging entrepreneurs. So not only can we have a think tank like this, but we can also develop a do tank to be able to just, spread peace and prosperity, be all healthy, happy, and successful. At this time, do we have any questions from any of our members? We have about 3 more minutes.
I did want to hop in really fast and ask Queen Lavada, what's the best way that our network can work with your organization, like even our small businesses?
Hi, Brittany. So if they go to www.hrcconnect.org, there are ways on that particular website to show, to support us. Of course, if they ever want to just do a face-to-face or, come out to meet and they would just want to talk to us, they can definitely email us. And again, gosh, dog it, Mr. G is going to probably get me. I'm sure my email is lavadae@hrcconnect.org. But if they go to the website, there should be a form there for them to fill out, and I will definitely receive it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And you can also email us at ybamb@gmail if you're looking for Lavada, England, and we could definitely be happy to make that connection. So with any concerns or comments, like to start on time and end on time, we definitely want to give a shout out to all of our members that are on the call here this morning. And we are live on Facebook, and this content lives on our website as well. So questions, concerns, or comments? All right. Well, Ms. Miller, did you have anything you want to share?
No, I was going to say we're all good.
All right. Well, no furthermore, go out and conquer today. Okay. The word of the day is bootstrap. Okay. So pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Have a great Fortune 500 Friday, June 10th. And we'll see you here next in 2 weeks on July 24th at 7 a.m. Our guest speaker will be Carlton Overstreet Jr. We're going to talk about marketing and advertising. He is a marketing and advertising guru. He has connections in the music industry, a community ties, affiliations with a whole host of industry leaders. So you don't want to miss that call. So go out and be prosperous, and we'll see you back here next Friday, in 2 Fridays, June 24th at 7 a.m. Everybody, have a nice day.
Live stream is stopped. Everyone have a wealthy weekend.
Blessings.